Ladies, gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Insightful Morning Show. I'm your host, Mr. Akko Christian Oche, otherwise known as Due Process. It's a pleasure to have you this morning, discuss a number of issues, national political issues across the Federation. We are engulfed by uh, political activities across the FCT, Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. Of course, we have candidates already getting involved heavily. You saw trending videos where His Excellency Mr. Peter B has been heavily involved in trying to canvass votes for these ADC candidates, in particular Dr. Moses Paul of the Abuja Municipal Area Council. He has gone around the words trying to carry along every supporters that he is on the ballot. Of course, he had a closed-door session meeting with Obidients in the FCT, Obidient headquarters in Light Camp, where there were a number of discussions around uh, how to support the candidates, ensuring that he claimed victory come 21st of February 2026. And of course, he has also been visiting other area council, showing solidarity with candidates of ADC. That, particularly in Zuba, where he was canvassing votes for ADC candidates, a person of pharmacist Eco. And it was very clear that ADC is his party, and uh, Nigerians, FCT residents should vote massively and defend their votes for the ADC candidates. So uh, this election, from all indication, is a significant step towards 2027, and we must all see it as such and take active role in encouraging and supporting the ADC candidates in each of the area councils that we belong. So on this note, we'll also be taking a look at COBDEM. COBDEM has come up with um, an app that will ensure real-time upload of results. The era of waiting endlessly for INEC to announce results where manipulations are taking place, the collation center, miraculous results making their ways out of the collation center is gone. We now have an app that will be able to load results in real time and tabulated automatically. That is advancement of technology. That is what we expect from INEC, not to be having excuses, long wait for results amounting to 2 days, 3 days. I mean, in this age of time, that should not be, and that's why we now have an app to be able to project and spotlight results in real time. It's very important that all obedience find a way to download the get used to it to be able to upload their polling unit result is Cube Charts. You can find it on Play Store, Cube Charts. So please download the app and ensure that you're able to upload results for your polling unit. Now we're also taking a look at the sorry for the interruption. I got interrupted by call. I'm also taking a look at Bola Ahmed Tinubu's endless fall. Uh, he has had yet another misstep in France. I mean, in Turkey rather. Where he was attending to the guard of honor uh, to welcome him to Turkey, and he fell. You know, obviously, we all have aging parents, and it's very clear that at this point, uh, it is very, very pathetic that the age of the sitting president can no more take it. And the lives of 200, over 250 million Nigerians deserve better. The country is failing because of leadership, competency, capacity. That capacity is lacking due to age. And of course, we all pray to grow old, but then when you grow old, you should be concentrating on how to take care of your health instead of trying forcing yourself on leading Nigeria. As tedious as the work of the head of the family, how much more the head of the country. So it demands someone with energy uh, to be able to discharge that function. If we all sit down and allow yet another reign of APC in our lives, we only get worse for it. Whether whatever you think you get short run, at the end of the day, we are all victims waiting to happen. The terrorism that is bedeviling our country, the genocide spread, the economic collapse. I mean, one way or the other, we are all victims. So we need a country that we can fully call our peace now. The word citizen only exists on paper. We want a country where citizenship will be felt. When you say you're a citizen, you should have access to good medical health care facilities. You say you're a citizen, you should have access to good roads. Citizens should enjoy 247 power supply, 247 water supply, and of course, sound security architecture should be in place. These are things that define citizens. These are things that defines a country. The absence or shortfall of any of this amounts to a failing country, which we are trying by all means uh, to find our way out of this quagmire. The APC has ruined our lives since 2015 on a steady reverse gear, and we cannot afford to lose sleep and allow this reign to continue. We want a country that fully works for everyone. So on this note, we advocate every Nigerian. Some Nigerians wondering if His Excellency Mr. Peter will get the ticket. Look at the work rate the young man is putting in. He has been canvassing for ADC from Anambra to FCT, from FCT to anywhere there are ADC candidates. He goes there to campaign for them. Which other presidential candidates have put in that energy? So you don't sit on the fence and wait and say until PO is given the ADC presidential ticket. You, in your own little capacity, you should move your two legs, walk into any ADC state health office, demand for a ward address, and go and register, become a member. If there are no wards registration points for ADC in your ward, you can convert your home to the ward registration center by advocating for ADC registration. Get a exercise book and start taking records of those who are willing to partner with ADC to become a member. Document and submit to party for onward action. We have a country to save, and it is not at this point that we all sit back in rhetoric that we are waiting for. Well, Nigerians will be saying we're waiting for P2B to tell us where to go. Now P2B is in ADC and he's telling you, I'm in ADC. Join me in ADC. You're not saying you're waiting for ADC to give him presidential ticket before you take part. No. Politics is local. You must get involved in your local capacity to ensure that you make your own little contribution. PVC registration is ongoing. Ensure you get registered and obtain your PVC ahead of 2027. If you don't have PVC, you are part of the problem. You must get your PVC and ensure that you are ready to vote. If votes don't count, politicians will not be running after you, begging you for votes, buying your votes. You think they like you, giving you even 1 naira. They don't love you. They don't. They consider it risky even coming out of their house, canvassing for your votes. That is the reality. So votes actually count. What happens in 2023 will not repeat in 2027. We voted thinking our votes would count, but it did not count at the end of the day. Now in 2027, we must get ready to vote and guide our votes, starting with the area council election. You must take part in it. Get ready. Even if you are not a FCT voter, you can come in to support, give a moral support to the candidate. Their account detail is out there, and you can support the candidate. You can support the campaign organization to be able to do better. One way or the other, we are all on the ballots, and we must see reason to support credible candidates. If you don't support credible candidates, you will end up experiencing bad governance. Credible candidates do not have all the money in the world to buy your votes, but they are ready to sacrifice their time, their energy, their career in order to see that the country is salvaged. So it is your responsibility, it is my responsibility as well, to be able to see in our own little way how to support credible candidates. Because we cannot continue with this bad government. Even if you have all the wealth in the world, in short, that even projects you more as the next victim of kidnapping. Yes, you could be kidnapped, no matter how secure your house is. So for this reason, we all have reason to advocate and support good governance. Let us take part in this and see how to move our country from consumption to production, from insecurity to secured nation, from a divided nation to a unified nation. We've been divided for a long time by religion, by tribe, by very trivial things that never added any value to our lives. P2B has repeatedly said it, nobody buys bread cheaper by virtue of their tribe or their religion. And if there's a place that's selling it cheaper, he will be the first person to be there as a trader to go and buy and bring it to Abuja to come and sell. So we should see reason to grow beyond sentimental tribes or religion. Let us advocate for good governance, credible candidates, capacity, competency, a candidate that we can put to check. And that is the difference. In AMAC, we've had series of chairmen without effect. We don't even know. They don't even exist. They only exist on paper, on INEC website, but we don't know them. And that is why we need to advocate for Dr. Mo, ensure that he gets the victory come 21st of February, 2026. We all have relatives, friends, and allies spread across the Federal Capital Territory. Call them, persuade them to get involved in ADC in order to deliver the victory come 21st of February, 2026. As a matter of fact, it is your election, it is my election, not just Dr. Mo's election. He is there to represent us because all of us cannot be on the ballots. That's the reality, and we must support. Your widow's mind is welcome. You can give it to the campaign organization. It will be published on Cobden website so that everyone can support. It is our collective responsibility that brings about good governance. 2027 starts with FCT area council election. That is the word of His Excellency Mr. P2B. And he said this election is also as good as his personal election. People should not say he is not on the ballot, that he is on the ballot. That this election will help him in 2027 because it's a good footing for ADC that since P2B joined, we have been able to start winning election on the area council. You know what that means? Please, let's put hands together to support the candidate Dr. Moses Paul and paramountly, see how to mobilize and galvanize our people in the FCT to get involved in the ADC, to register and become a member, to support and vote for candidates. Enough of saying, I don't have time for politics. If you don't have time for politics, you have time for bad government. It's as good as that, very simple. You don't have time for politics, you end up having time for bad government. That is all I have to say. We'll continue with the activities of the day, and I wish you good luck, whichever part of the world you are listening. Remember to subscribe to Cobden Media TV, and we'll continue to bring you events and across the country, and of course, the globe in general. So 2027 will be a very delightful year, starting with the FCT area council election that is coming up 21st of February, 2026. Please call your relatives, call your friends, call your tribe star association, your churches, your mosques, everybody. Please get everybody involved let us deliver FCT for ADC. ADC is a candidate, ADC is a party, that at least we'll be able to air our voice. That alone is the reason for you to vote for ADC, not APC, ADC. The party with the logo of a handshake, right, is very important. Vote for ADC in order for you to be able to have a voice to complain. Look at FCT. FCT that was described as the most beautiful city. FCT that was described as the fastest growing city in West Africa. Today, FCT is smelling heavily, poor sanitation. The schools are shut down. No more schools in the FCT. Our kids that are supposed to be in school learning, they are now back home, disturbing parents instead of being in school to learn. How many parents today can afford private school? Is that where you want us to go? If that is where you want us to go, allow APC to continue now. You and I will face it in the long run. And we are already facing it in the short run. So let's see reason to support good candidates. Let's see reason to support candidates that are education friendly, candidates that support healthcare. And of course, you've seen Dr. Moses Paul taking the footsteps of His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, visiting primary health care, visiting schools, building community. This is the candidate that deserves your votes and your support. Please support ADC candidate Dr. Moses Paul in the Amak area council election, and support all ADC candidates across the area council. This is the time for your support. It's not time for rhetoric. It's not time for grammar. Please, all we need is your support and your votes. Call your relatives across the area council. Let them vote for ADC. ADC is the Sabon Tapia, the new journey of Nigeria. That's what that means. Thank you, and do have a lovely day. Remember to subscribe to Cobden Media TV. We'll continue to bring you insightful events surrounding the campaign as they happen. Thank you, and bye-bye.